Tonight in Foxborough, a preview of the most transformative improvements at Gillette Stadium since its opening in 2002. We are 3 days away from kickoff for the 2023 NFL season, and this is a special edition of Patriots All Access.
We don't take for granted fan support and how important that is. And it's very important to us that we keep this stadium fresh and be something that the fans want to continue to come to.
Tonight, we are so excited to have the opportunity to show you at home what is new this season at Gillette. Hi again, everyone. I'm Lisa Hughes of WBZ.
And I'm David Wade. This huge open plaza, this is the main entrance to Gillette Stadium. It's what fans will see and really experience when they come to the home opener this Sunday against the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles. And let me tell you, it is super impressive. This is the completion of the North End renovation that started about a year and a half ago, back in January of 2022.
2 decades after Gillette opened by raising the Patriots' first championship banner, the stadium was invaded by cranes and workers wearing a different kind of helmet, hard hats. The idea was to create a new and better experience for fans. You can tell they have done a lot here in a short period of time. This is a major capital investment designed to improve amenities and the fan experience at touch points all over the stadium.
Your new home, Gillette Stadium. Intercepted, touchdown, Danny Bruschi.
Those were highlights from the stadium's first 2 decades. To help kick off their next 20 years, the Kraft family has embarked on stadium improvements for the 2023 season with an investment of $250 million, bringing the total capital investment to enhance the fan experience in Foxborough to nearly $500 million since the stadium opened over 20 years ago.
So when guests arrive now from the north side of the stadium, they'll be entered through our front door. We'll welcome them under a canopy and they'll arrive in the new Unveiled Plaza. It's been completely reimagined with seating areas and activation spaces for our fans to enjoy prior to the game kicking off. On the concourse, we've created a bunch of renovated food and beverage experiences. And for the fans, they'll have a variety to choose from. We've included new offerings such as Mexican food, smash burgers, chicken barbecue products that we haven't ever had before. And we'll be using zip-in technology to make for an easier customer experience. The signature feature of the North End construction project is clearly our 218-foot-tall lighthouse. On game day, we'll be using the lighthouse in an immersive way to interact with fans through an experiential lighting component that will tie to our new North End Zone video board. The new video board in the North End Zone is an astounding 370 feet by 60 feet tall. It is 5 times larger than the video board it replaced. On game day, the video board will be used to show gameplay, replays, fantasy stats, out-of-town scores, and interact with the crowd in ways that we've never been able to do before.
The board? You mean the half-acre board that stands alone? Yeah, I noticed the board. Pretty big.
This renovation has allowed us to offer something to all of our fans throughout the building, including the connectivity that we've added on the upper concourse from the east to west side of the stadium. Our newest hospitality location is the GP Atrium. On game days, it's a 50,000 square foot expansive space reserved for Patriots season ticket members. On non-game days, it allows us to have hospitality and function space for other Gillette Stadium special events. And we have an incredible 2-story patio that overlooks the end zone and the entire stadium field. Bud Light Celebration Beer Hall members are going to be treated to an experience unlike any at Gillette Stadium. They'll be standing in the tunnel as Patriot players leave the locker room, making their way onto the field for pregame introductions. We can't wait to open the door to the renovated stadium and to welcome fans back on September 10th for our home opener versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
I want to show you another great new feature. Workers here are putting the final touches on the new Celebration Beer Hall. And this is literally right alongside the field. In fact, take a look. This is the tunnel where you always see the Patriots players come storming onto the field through that large inflatable Patriots helmet. This is unprecedented access. Not only do you see them go out, but after a big victory, you might even be able to give the players a high five. And I say cheers to that. Stay with us. We still have much more on this stadium edition of Patriots All Access.
Patriots fans, get ready to say thank you to a legend. We'll share some details. And later, Patriots President Jonathan Kraft on a reimagined Gillette Stadium.
Well, it was always about being able to evolve the building in a way that fans wanted to be there.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. By Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. And by AdCare. Be recovery strong. Speak up. Reach out. Ask for help. Call AdCare at 800-ALCOHOL.
As the Kraft family and the Patriots prepare to say thank you to Tom Brady on Sunday, a look back at the record of home openers with Tom at quarterback. In 18 home openers, Tom won 16 games and lost just 2.
Steps up into the pocket, steps, looks, fires wide open to the left side, complete to Donald Hayes. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! 40-yard touchdown pass from Tom Brady. Stands in, fires, end zone, touchdown, Benjamin Watson! Tom Brady, you are Tom terrific.
Welcome back to the stadium edition of Patriots All Access. Just 3 days out now till the Patriots take on the Philadelphia Eagles, the NFC champions. And this is your first look at the massive new video board behind me. It'll be impossible to miss even a second of the action with it towering down over the field.
And from that big scoreboard to a very tall lighthouse, in fact, the tallest in North America, 22 stories up. And once you get up there, a 360-degree observation deck. On a clear day, you can see all the way to Providence in one direction and to Boston in the other.
Now, of course, it was Tom Brady that helped pack this stadium year after year. And wouldn't you know it, it's the return of Tom Brady that makes this one of the toughest tickets to get in the NFL this season.
So for more on TB12's great return, let's send it over to Steve Burton.
All right, Lisa, thank you very much. We're coming to you from the brand new GPA gym where they're putting the finishing touches on right now. Man, is this place going to be cool to watch a football game. The game on Sunday is going to be a special one. There's no question about it. It's a chance for the fans to say thank you to Tom Brady, a moment made possible by the invitation from the Kraft family.
It'll be awesome to see our fans have a chance to say thank you. What Tom has meant to the team and just to New England at large, it's hard to put into words, and I just feel a very close emotional tie to him too. So, and you know, the other interesting thing, Tom's first 2 seasons here, to show how young Gillette really is, or to show how long Tom really played, he played at Foxborough Stadium his first 2 seasons. And you know, now we're talking about major renovations to the stadium that he opened, raising that first championship banner. I mean, it puts in perspective just how extraordinary his career was, because when he started playing, and this is the first NFL Sunday, he won't be suiting up on an opening day. And his first 2 seasons were in a $7 million stadium that, you know, was right at the back of that end of the stands. And now we're talking, we built this stadium, and we're talking about the, you know, over $250 million we invested in this end zone. So it just speaks to how amazing he is.
Well, the ceremony honoring Tom Brady on Sunday is one Patriots fans won't want to miss. But if you can't be here to see it, we got you covered. The halftime ceremony will be carried live on Patriots.com, so don't miss it. And coming up next, Lisa Hughes goes one-on-one with Patriots President Jonathan Kraft and what was behind all the renovations here in Foxborough.
Once you enter Gillette Stadium and find your seat, there is no missing the biggest addition in this renovation. Take a look at the largest outdoor video board in the U.S., a dream for every man cave. 370 feet long, 60 feet wide, that's a half an acre. It's big enough that you can lay the lighthouse on its side and still fit half a football field on it. Devin McCourty is now retired, but it's big enough to put 652 McCourtys up there. And a soccer goal is 8 feet high and 24 feet wide. 150 of those soccer goals would fit on this scoreboard.
Thanks, David. Lisa Hughes here, and it is my pleasure now to be talking with Patriots President Jonathan Kraft about some big changes at Gillette. What was the impetus, the driving force behind making the improvements here?
Well, it's a good question. When we built Gillette originally, the only thing we were sure of was that over the life of this stadium, things would change in terms of what fans would want, how technology would change. And so we consciously left big open spaces. Both end zones were left wide open. And then we also had left openings in the sidelines of the stadium and everywhere else because we were just sure that we would want the space to do new things. And over the last 2 decades we got the south end zone kind of done, but then COVID shut this down, and that's why we're a little bit late, but that's sort of the genesis.
Once you made the decision, okay, we're going to do something big, what were the priorities?
Well, it was always about being able to evolve the building in a way that fans wanted to be there. We're constantly trying to make sure that the video technology is right and at the cutting edge. Clearly, the video board experience over the last 2 decades has changed dramatically. And that was important to us. But also the way your guests get their food and beverage. We have zip-in facilities here now where you just put your credit card in as you're walking in and cameras watch what you take and you just walk out. We also have our marketplaces where you walk in and it's like a convenience store except with lots of fresh food. You pick and choose what you want and then you walk out very quickly at the end of it. So that's our goal really. Every year we're doing $15 to $20 million of capital improvements. But this was a real step function. It was finally time in the north end zone. And one of the things we also wanted to do was to create a formal front door to Gillette Stadium. It's just never had it. And with all the land we have down here, we just thought it was time to think about that. And we decided to create a really dramatic entry so that there was a sense of place that made Gillette Stadium really stand out, but also it's created a 4.5 acre plaza, the NL Plaza, where now when fans, they'll scan their ticket and then walk into this 4.5 acre plaza that's landscaped with places to sit. So it's like a transition point from where you've entered the building but before you get into the seating bowl. And we think that'll become a new standard in sports also for people lucky enough with the type of footprint that we have around here. And I think that'll be the first thing most fans see, and I think they'll just get a total wow from it, and at least we're hoping they will.
I just think about like the changes that we make around our homes, and we can agonize over things and how much do we want to disrupt our lives. We're talking about big things here. What in this project really energized you?
Well, I think everything does. For us, though, and I'll give my dad always, the lighthouse and bridge that we had that symbolized New England, it was a small but symbolic architectural element to the original Gillette Stadium that said, hey, we're in New England. My father in particular would always say, when we redo that end zone, we've got to we've got to make it functional, and we've got to make a bigger statement. When we were first building Gillette, we weren't in a position to do that. When people see it on television and then they come to maybe visit Boston or some other place in New England, they're going to be able to come and walk through that dramatic entry point I talked about in the NL Plaza and hang out, but then they're going to be able to actually enter at the bottom of the lighthouse, which is right at the end of the plaza as you get to the stadium, and take an elevator up, 23 stories, and there's a 360-degree observation deck, and go up, look around, see downtown Boston, see Providence, and also be able to take a selfie with the backdrop being the Super Bowl banners in the opposite end zone. It'll just make for a cool experience and bring the stadium to life 365 days a year.
You have World Cup games coming. You have the Army-Navy game, which is huge. It hasn't been out of the Mid-Atlantic but twice, and the last time was in 1983. How important is it to the future of the events here to be making these changes now, to be able to say this is what we have to offer?
It's a really good question, and we know that to attract things like the Army-Navy game and the World Cup, if you're not reinvesting in the building and creating unique elements and features to it, being a place where people want to bring their events, you're not going to get these events. And we love having them at Gillette, but they're great for the economy of the state and the region. I think that was our plan, and I'm happy that we've been able to do that, but the magnitude of what's gone on in this building, I couldn't have envisioned that.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the New England Patriots. By Putnam Investments. Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. And by Gillette Labs with exfoliating bars. Effortless shave in one efficient stroke.
Welcome back, everyone, to this special stadium edition of Patriots All Access.
And we end right where we began, here on the new NL Plaza in the shadows of the brand new lighthouse. This is the gateway to a whole new fan experience and many Patriots victories.
Love that.
And a reminder, WBZ is your Patriots station. And tomorrow night at 7, it's the season premiere of Patriots All Access. And one of the players the Patriots are counting on is running back Ramondre Stevenson. All Access traveled back to his hometown of Las Vegas to spotlight his unique path to the NFL. Plus, Bill Belichick highlights the explosive Philadelphia offense on the Bellustrator.
And then on Sunday, WBZ is where you want to be for everything Patriots. At 11:30, Patriots Game Day broadcasts live from right here at Gillette Stadium. At 4:25, the Patriots kick off against the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles here on WBZ. And immediately after the game, the fifth quarter with the news conferences of Bill Belichick and Mac Jones on TV 38.
Well, we hope you're ready for some football. I know we are. I'm David Wade.
And I'm Lisa Hughes, and we hope that you enjoy all of what is new here at Gillette Stadium the next time you visit. Thank you for being with us tonight for this special stadium edition of Patriots All Access. Have a great night.